Good morning! Welcome to Zoa Stardust, presented by Ghostlight RPGs. If you're new to Ghostlight, we are a community of theater artists and beyond, keeping the lamp lit by telling role-playing stories? I'll get this right one of these days. I promise. Anyway, we tell stories and have adventures and do fun stuff. And today we have episode 4 of Zoa Stardust, so that's exciting. If this is your first episode of Zoa, it's basically animals in space. Thanks for joining us. If this is not your first episode of Zoa, thanks for joining us again. My name is Justin. Pronouns are he, him. I am your game moderator for today. Let's introduce the rest of the team. I'm going to throw the energy to Rebecca.
Oh no, I don't have a fact. Hi, I'm Rebecca. She, her, and I am playing Milo, he, him, and a random fact about Milo, is,
We can come back to you if you need to.
It's hard.
I got one. Okay, so when, Milo was, younger, he had a, little blanket that had a sheep at the top of it. And I wrote this down once upon a time, and I don't know if I still have it. Oh yeah, it was a blankie with a little stuffed sheep on the top, and it was called Lambie. And he carried that with him everywhere, and it was at the station, packed in his box. And so it's gone now. So
oh no!
Even more motivation to find their friends' blankies on that thing. But it was a comfort item for him.
Yeah, Lambie.
Lambie
was the name.
Yeah, Lambie.
Cool.
It was basically like his Woody doll. So that thing was going with him everywhere. So yeah, there's a fact.
Maybe it'll come find you in like a sentient, childish things kind of way.
Yes, childish things in space. Make it so. And
it.
I'm gonna pass the energy to Annie.
Gosh. Okay. Hello, my name's Annie. She, her, and I play Kira Swiftfoot. Also she, her. And a fun fact about Kira. I think I'm going to go with the food fact. I've decided today, as of today, if Kira were to have a favorite brand of cereal, it would probably be Raisin Bran. Not going to lie. She's that type of person. Everybody else is eating the Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms. She's like, I just like Raisin Bran. I think that's really nice, you know? So that's my weird fun fact of the day. Go ahead, Darrington. What you got?
Oh my gosh. Well, read me because I love Raisin Bran. We'll start there. Drag her. End her career. Hi, my name is Darrington, he, him pronouns, and I play Tennison Vitell, also he, him pronouns. And my fact for Tennison for today is that he works for his father's Tree Tech branch affiliate company named Remphastus. And Remphastus is actually the scientific genus for toucan. And if you get more specific with it, to get to channel build toucan as a species, it's Remphastus vitellius, which is where the family gets their last name.
Of course it is.
I'm dying with these facts. That's amazing.
And I want to throw the energy over to Brad.
Yay! Thank you, Darrington. I'm Bradley, he, him. I play Chadwick, Murray, Niles, or Chomper, also he, him. And Flip, he, him. A fun fact about Flip today is his favorite musical is Hamilton, based off of Salami Hamilton, the first treasurer of Ursa.
Okay, writing that down for future knowledge.
Love it.
Salami
So much.
Hamilton.
Have you no shame?
He was a boar, by the way. He was the first boar in Ursa and was treasurer. And I will pass on the energy to Emma.
Well, thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Emma, she, her. I play Skipper, she, they. I'm not sure how to follow up that fun fact because now my fun fact has completely gone out of my head. So I think I will tell you a little bit about who inspired Skipper to want to go to space in the first place. So Skipper met a grizzled old sea otter by the name of Grizz, who was a captain of the boat that our characters are currently on, or the ship that our characters are currently on, Buckley's Sting. Oh, I remember what the fact was now. The name of the boat, Buckley's Sting, it gets its name from Grizz's lover, a stingray named Buckley, who tragically he lost at sea, but whom he named his ship after, and now he like talks to him when he's alone on the ship, like he'll always be with him. And in my mind, Grizz has sailed off to sea so that he can find Buckley and they can be together for the rest of existence.
Aww.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pass it back to Justin.
Well, real fast. The brain is waking up. Real fast. We got an asset gifted in the chat. An asset, you guys. This is our first asset. This is from Sumkey. Who says, I think Tennison needs an emu brand couch to work on.
I see you, Sumkey.
So,
I love that.
Because of that asset, we will say that, Tennison on the ship is that specific thing, in like some sort of like a lounge room, and you can use that however you'd like in a future scene. So whenever that could come up for you, you can just give yourself the asset emu brand couch. However you think it could possibly help you.
Oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless.
Now it only lasts for one scene, so you'll have to choose wisely. But it would be an emu brand couch at D6. Very cool. Thank you,
so
Sumkey.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, a few other things we need to address before we jump in. First of all, Zoa Stardust is a PG-13 adventure. We utilize safety tools such as lines and veils and color cards to make sure that we all stay responsible and respectful and comfortable of each other's boundaries. That being said, we do have a few content warnings: language, violence, possibly drugs, and possibly adult situations. But nothing graphic. It should be cool and cool as a cucumber. Let's see. Oh, and then, man, every Sunday morning, I get like this. Every morning. Okay. We have this week's Get to Noah Zoa. So in the past, we've talked about things like, what do metazoa eat on Zoa? Where did soul come from? This week, we're going to tackle the intimidating question of, what is the financial system for Zoa? Well, I'm glad you asked, someone. For a long time, the realms of Zoa traded amidst each other in a very tense and regulated effort, with each realm having its own form of currency and valued different things, of course. This made it all very difficult and exhausting to trade among the realms. But since the formation of the UR, the United Realms, a unified form of currency has been established. This financial system is centered around these little metal bits that are technically called United Currency, but everyone calls them curs for short. So a cur is a little bit of metal that basically is money. So there are very few places across Zoa that don't accept this universal form of money, just so you know. Here's the thing. I know that that's not exactly how money works. I don't care. I'm not gonna waste my time building some sort of a financial system for a make-believe world when the Forgotten Realms uses like gold and electrum. It's like, come on. Cur. It's fine. Everyone, you guys have curs. But yeah, that's fair. If anybody else wants
Created
to
by Salami Hamilton.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
That was not
Only-
planned, folks. That was not planned.
Only he
Nice.
pronounced it cure. He pronounced it cured.
cured.
Yeah.
And
Cured meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm thinking of every
Cur,
reference to Hamilton that uses the
Yeah.
word burr and how I
Yeah.
could fit cur into it instead. So,
Okay, guys, before we go forward, I have a question.
yeah.
Is cur a slur or like a curse word? I know it's the name for a dog, but
Yeah.
like, is it a
Yeah, you
slur?
mentioned
Like,
her.
is it
I
is it
keep
something
thinking
that
of
we?
out dog, out cur. That's
Ooh.
something
Yeah.
in Shakespeare, I believe.
Well, if
Yeah.
Shakespeare says it, then it must be okay.
Cur.
I don't
Slur.
think
I
it's
don't
like
know.
I don't think it's like a.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's
I
been
wasn't sure,
used
that's why I'm asking.
derogatorily, but I don't think that it is necessarily specifically offensive.
Is
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
the word bitch where like it can be offensive, or like ass like where it can be offensive, but it also is a thing?
Yeah.
Like it's all okay,
Well,
cool.
and
Yeah,
two
it's like
things
it's a
about this. This cur is spelled with 2 R's. I guess I could say
Aha.
that.
Okay.
And that does make it a different definition, according to Merriam-Webster, which this world does
Okay.
not have, by the way. Cur with 2 R's is a murmur.
Ooh.
So,
Mm.
anyway.
Murmur.
Yeah, cur with 2 R's, everyone.
Thank you for that
Can we roll
clarification,
the R?
Justin.
Thank you. Fantastic. Any other things before we need to jump in? All right. Well, I too love Raisin Bran, and with that, let's go ahead and jump into episode 4 of Zoa Stardust. Previously on Zoa Stardust. Our team of Ursa Majors has been through quite a lot in the past few days. They graduated from the rank, or to the rank of Major. They bid their loved ones goodbye on their home planet of Zoa, and then they were attacked by mysterious machines on the cave, which was the orbiting space station. They now find themselves out in space with only one lead to work with. Searching for answers, we find them currently on the fringes of charted space, entering the Nebula Sea and the unknown aspects that may lie beyond. So, this green stardust, if you will, that makes up the Nebula Sea has completely enveloped your ship at this point. You have been traveling among it, or into it, for the better part of an hour. We will say... Yeah, why don't we go ahead and have Skipper... Why don't you go ahead and roll me... go ahead and get me a dice pool together to see how this navigation goes inside of the sea.
Right, I can do that. Let's see. This is the moment Skipper has been waiting for her entire life since she decided she wanted to go to space. So, no pressure. All right, and with my final die, I will now roll. Okay, I did get A1,
Okay.
but I also have a 15 with an effect die of a D8.
Well, that's great. The 15 was your barrier that you needed to hit. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a plot point, Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Because of
you.
that one, it is gonna become a complication for you.
Okay,
And that
fun.
complication is you are what's the word? Not exhausted, but you are very tired. We'll just say tired. Tired.
Fatigued.
Fatigued.
Ooh,
I like that. Fatigued.
And what level is that? Is that a D6?
That is a
D4?
D6.
Okay, D6. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Um, fantastic. Okay, Skipper. Cool. So, but with your and you said you got a D8 effect. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay. So you do manage to chart your way slowly but surely through the first leg of this dense fog-like sea. What that D8 is going to be is an asset for you that will be used anytime you need to, we'll say it's a mental map, kind of like the one you had before.
And
Okay,
is that also a D6?
that is whatever you rolled, which was, I believe, a D8, you said.
Oh, it was
Yes.
a D8. Okay, cool.
Now, real quick, too, just so y'all know, this green stardust, it's flakes of dust, right? It's like tiny little pieces, so like minute that you can barely even grasp it or hold it. But and to be clear, because of the way that the ship is set up and whatnot, I mean it's coming through you on the deck. Those of you who are on the deck, right? Nothing is like keeping it out by any means, but it doesn't feel like anything. It's just kind of the thing is they're so minute, but they're so dense that it kind of creates this like thick fog. So for all intents and purposes, just imagine this kind of thick green fog that is kind of surrounding the ship. What is everybody else doing while you are going through this perilous sea?
I probably want to go talk to Tennison and see if he's figured anything out, or has any theories. That's probably what I will do.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has any.
No. That's good. So we'll have a Kira and Tennison scene there. Milo, you're steering, I assume. Or do you think somebody else has taken over so you can get some rest?
Oh yeah, does someone else want to steer the ship for a bit? I'd love to take some rest.
Hector is always okay to steer the ship as well.
Mhm.
He's kind of used to kind of taking those, we'll say like the night shift kind of thing,
Yeah, I guess Milo's gonna head down and take a nap maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Green stuff kind of creeps him out a bit.
Chomper.
Can I walk now?
So, so we did lower your complication to a D10 between sessions because that's how that works. We will say you can walk. Yeah. After sitting in the tub for the last couple hours, you feel like it's not healed by any means, but your back is, it would hurt a little bit, but yeah, you can walk.
Then I'm on the bridge with Hector.
Okay. Cool. And Skipper, you're up there as well, navigating. Okay.
Mhm.
Fantastic. For the record, Ambassador Ebley is still in the pool. In fact, Dresden came down and is kind of chilling in there with him, just so he's not super alone. And with that, let's see. Where do you think your conversation is happening, Kira and Tennison?
I'll
Oh,
continue, Tennison. I don't know where you
yeah.
are.
I think I'm still below.
Okay.
Tennyson's found a little corner of the ship that he's sort of dubbed a lab.
Yeah.
It's not different than any other part of the ship, but it helps him to have categories.
It's the lounge. The lounge became Tennyson's lab, hence his emu brand
Hence the
couch.
couch.
Yeah, you got your couch.
Yeah.
It's really soft.
So we'll start there, I think, with Kira and Tennison in the lounge/lab.
Okay. You just said it. Remind me the fish officers, the catfish.
Ebley.
Ebley.
Yeah, Ambassador Pyron
Yes.
Ebley. Yes.
Ebley. Okay. Oh gosh, I gotta get all the names. All right, I'm gonna knock on the door. Or if there's a door. Is there a door?
No, you just walk in.
Yeah, you just come in.
It's
All right.
doorway.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi. I'm pretty okay. How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm still a little jittery, I think. But I don't know how that green stuff is really making my lungs feel, but
Yeah.
fine. So I thought I'd come talk to you for a little bit.
I'd never realized how natural it all is, being out here and thinking about how everything that we have is powered by this stuff that comes from space. But I always sort of thought of it as, electric or tangible, and it's like air, it's like water.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's pretty crazy. Well, I was just coming to check on you and see if you thought about helping Ebley at all. I know we have bigger things on our plate, but I feel a little bad for him. He's kind of just stuck in his little spot, and if you need help with anything, I can always assist you in anything you need. So.
Well, it's been on my mind too, and biodomes like the one he used to have or something I should be able to draw up pretty quick. I just don't know if I can find enough spare parts to get him something together.
Well, maybe I can look around the ship and see what we have, if there's anything at all, and see what I can find for you.
That would be great. Oh, and also tell Skipper, if you see them, that I have been working with the data sphere. I can't bring anything out of it, but I'm hopeful that we can start putting in information that we find into it. We can maybe start charting this side of the sea.
That would be amazing. That would be really good. Yeah. Okay. Well, I just wanted to say I'm really proud of you, and you're doing an amazing job. So keep up the good work. I know this is what we planned on, but I think we got this, right?
I think so too, but I mean, don't discredit yourself. There's quick thinking that I could do, but there's also quick thinking that only you could do.
I wish you were down there to tell me which knob was the right one for the gravity, because I think I almost killed Chomper with that thing.
We made it, and that's the important part, so thank you.
That's true, and I might want you to come down there and show me what and how everything works, just so I don't do that again. Good.
Maybe we can have a little tutorial later.
Yeah, exactly. Well, maybe I'll go look for some parts. You get back to your work, and I'll look around.
Thanks, Kira.
You're welcome.
And we shift up above deck there to Chomper, Skipper, and Hector, the of the group. As Skipper, yeah, things are going well. Things are going smoothly. How do you think you're feeling about all this? For the sake of this, we'll say it's coming up on like 2 hours of just like focused charting,
Yeah, I think that they are in their element here, like kind of literally too, with all this green dust around. And they've just been so focused on navigating and charting the course and making note of everything that I don't even think they've realized that 2 hours has gone by.
Sure. Makes sense. Chomper, what do you think you're doing up there on the deck? You just kind of, are you standing by them? Are you out on the front?
Out on the front, looking out at the green that's coming in, and just fairly worried that we can't see nothing.
Yeah.
It's except this green shite.
Sure. Hector, to you, Skipper, next to you. Well, boy. If Grizz could see us now, right? This is something. I've never been out this far.
Grizz always told me that he wanted to sail the Starry Sea.
Yeah, well, I guess we're doing it for him. Make sure we have plenty of stories to take back to him. him after all this. You never told me how you met Grace.
Oh, well, he used to stay with us at our resort by the sea. He would come and entertain all the other guests with tales of his adventures, of your adventures together in space. And he gave me this. And Skipper takes out their sextant to show Hector. He gave me this the last time I ever saw him. He said he was done with space and wanted to return to the sea. I couldn't blame him, of course, but he told me that I could have this and take it with me, that it had guided him through the cosmos and helped him find his way home.
Well, hell, if there's one person he needed to give that to, I suppose it's you right now, huh? We need his guidance more than ever. Damn. Miss that old sea otter.
Me too.
Continuing forward, Chomper, go ahead and roll me a d20, will ya?
It's a 7.
A 7. Fantastic. Chomper, you you're looking out again. I mean, you really can't see much of anything, but as you look out, maybe you're talking to Flip about, I don't know, something. What do you think you and Flip are talking about?
He really wants to make green dust angel things, and I keep telling him no.
Sure.
Because I don't want to wash him, he washes me, so that's
yeah. You're talking to him, and as you do, his voice starts to drop in range. Instead of the usual, flip, 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 flip. Yeah, it's like flip, 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 flip. And as you turn to look at him, you actually just see a miniature version of yourself sitting on your shoulder.
Oh no.
Flip, 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 flip.
What the hell? Anybody? Okay, come on, we gotta go. Hey, Skipper, Hector. What the hell? Look at me.
And Skipper turns over their shoulder to see and look at whatever Chomper is talking about.
I mean, you see he's holding Flip.
Regular Flip?
Regular Flip.
No.
Oh, hello, Flip. What appears to be the problem, Chomper?
Do I still see tiny Chomper?
Yes.
Do you not see what I'm looking at? Look at what has happened to Flip.
Oh, yes, he does appear to be very green. I dust off Flip a little bit, trying to get the green dust off of him. Yeah, that's better.
No. He looks like a tiny me. Complete with the
Chomper, we're trying to do very precarious steering up here. Do you mind?
You know what? You two, it's fine. Where's Tennison?
I believe he's below decks in his now converted laboratory.
Wait, what?
Okay, so he's in the lounge. I'll go downstairs. Tennison!
Maybe go drink some
later.
water.
Yeah. You leave Hector to his mumbling, to his curs, as Chomper, you head downstairs. Skipper. Hector's there next to you. Hey, thanks, Pierre.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yay. Good morning.
Skipper, go ahead and roll me a d20.
I'm so nervous. Okay. I got an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay. Cool. You so Hector continues on, and maybe he says, boy, I didn't think we've been out. This is just real Justin at this point. I didn't think we've been out at sea that long. He's already starting to lose it, isn't he?
Oh, a little bit of a sea madness, they say.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it could happen in space as well.
Well, I suppose it can happen anywhere that you're. Oh shit! And then he swerves the helm. Everyone below feels as the ship just swerves
my
to
back!
the side. Yeah,
What?
indeed.
What is it?
He said, he looks back behind you, and space sharks! Oh shit! You've moved off course, Skipper. So that is what's going through your mind as you start to feel the pricks, the little tingles of something on your legs.
I look down.
You look down. You see there is like a mountain of tiny ants just like crawling up your legs.
I'm scared of ants in
Okay,
real life.
Great. We're gonna pause there. We'll cut that. We
Give
will
me something else.
Sure, change it to here's what it is. You look down and you see you are dissolving into the deck below you.
Way worse.
Like a
That's
puddle.
way worse.
Way worse.
Like it's not ants, okay?
Okay. Skipper's like trying to grab at things, like thinking that they're sinking into like quicksand or something.
Sure.
Hector, Chomper,
What?
what's going on?
What are you doing there, kid?
Help!
Why are you lying on the ground? We got space sharks to take care of.
No, do I see space sharks?
You do not see space sharks.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna bring out my no, it's part of our little oh my gosh, what are they called?
Echo?
The
Our echo. I'm gonna tap my echo and I'm going to say, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Emergency.
Yeah, when the ship swerved, Milo got like
Yeah.
thrown out of
Yeah.
his bunk.
Oh,
So let's cut down below decks now. How do you think you're all interacting here, taking this? Chomper, you have just got down to the lounge/lab. Milo, you are just thrust and probably woken up.
Yeah.
Open your door maybe to find Chomper standing there, entering the lab.
Flip, it's a tiny me. Flip, it's the tiny me. What the hell is happening? Flip, it's a tiny me.
What? Wait, Chomper, what are you talking about?
What is going on?
Flip, 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 flip. The tiny me. Do you not hear him?
It's just Flip. He's just a bird. What are you going on about?
He's a hippo.
What? Are you feeling okay? Look, that's just Flip. He's a bird. It's not a tiny you. Like, have you smoked something?
It's at this point.
Did you bring something to smoke?
It's at this point that you all get Skipper's message on your echo.
All hands on deck. All hands on deck. Emergency.
All right, I'm coming up.
Yeah, we have to go.
Okay.
And as you rush up, Dresden follows up the stairs as well. Do you? Great. So everybody goes up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You get up to the top, looking around. nothing seems wrong, you just look at Hector, who's like, "Oh shit! We gotta get out of here! Everyone, get to the cannons!" And Skipper's lying on the ground.
What is going on? What do you?
Pull me up. I don't want to dissolve.
You're not dissolving. What are you talking about? There's nothing here. Hector,
Milo.
why are you steering the ship like this? We're gonna go off course.
We're already off course, and we have to get back on very quickly, or we're going to get very, very lost.
Kira,
Can
what do
I
you do?
assess the situation?
Yeah, I want to assess as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without having to roll much here, you look around. There's no sign of space sharks. Skipper's definitely not dissolving anywhere. If you want to try and further assess what's happening, go ahead and make me a dice pool.
I would love to do that. That would be great. Okie dokie. So funny. All right. Let's see what happens. Do I have to use that D4, the anxiety against?
Yes,
me?
actually. So you
How do
had
I do
a
that?
panic attack from the last session that is downgraded to a D4, so you just throw it in your dice pool and it goes away.
Okay, so I throw it in my dice pool. Okay. All right. That's not bad. Okay, so I am going to use... So what do I do with the D4? I take...
You add it to the dice pool. Sorry.
Oh.
You can use the number on it like anything else.
Oh.
It's just
okay.
it's a better chance of getting a 1. It's a 25% chance
I
that you'll
see.
get a 1.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm actually going to use it because it's
Yeah.
pretty good. All right, so I'm going to add the 8 and the 3.
Okay.
So 11, and then use my D12
D12.
as the D10. Sorry, D10.
10. I was like, you have a
As-
D12?
I don't have a D12. Sorry, my D10 as my effect die.
Okay. Cool. So you, looking around, Kira, you assess the situation. Nothing is wrong, yet Chomper's acting weird, Skipper's acting weird, Hector's acting weird. Immediately, you just kind of go through like a process of elimination type thing. The three of them, what could be causing all of them to act weird? Well, they were the three that were up on deck. Well, what's different up here than below? It must have something to do with this, with the green dust.
Is there anything on the Echo that like brings up a, I don't know, a mask or a breathing?
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you,
I'd like to activate that right
you
away.
can activate it, and it creates a sort of oxygen field for you that gives you oxygen. Everybody has this. It's kind of like a little invisible bubble type thing. It's kind of got a sheen to it, so you can kind of see the reflection on it.
Everybody put your oxygen on now.
Oh.
And
Putting
she's
it
gonna
on.
click on her. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Skipper?
I can't.
Do it.
Mine
Do it.
dissolved.
I'm gonna click hers. I'm gonna click hers.
Okay, sure. Milo,
Looney.
as you go to click yours, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Aw, man.
jeez.
No.
You were piloting the ship for
I was
quite
earlier.
some time
You were.
before you went below deck.
14.
Ooh.
That's better.
14.
Only a little bit high.
Natalie.
We gonna get high.
Okay.
Justin's finally getting his drugs episode.
Hey, there it is.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Unless you're old enough.
Okay, I need you to roll me a d6, Milo.
Oh,
What?
No.
Why do I have to go another one? 5.
Okay. Fantastic.
What?
All right, Milo, you, as Kira says this to you, you go reach for your Echo device, and you can't look away from Kira right now. She is quite possibly I don't know what it is in this starlight, but she is beautiful. Right? You have never
Milo.
You have never been so just in love. Love is the pure that is the only word to describe what you are feeling right now.
So cute.
But then
Milo.
you do push your echo button.
Yeah. Yes, Kira.
What's going on? Put your oxygen on. Everybody good? Everybody have their oxygen?
I've never been better in my entire life. Everything is so clear now.
Okay, good. Skipper, are you okay? I'm gonna help Skipper up.
And the skippers still look like they're dissolving. Like, do they
Yeah.
feel like okay?
I'm
I'm just hanging off of Kira then.
Yeah. Make me. Let's see. Do you activate your oxygen device?
They activated it for me.
Okay. Okay. We'll say everybody who has done that, everybody who is affected by this dust and has done that, you have gained. We'll just say you've gained an asset. That is echo oxygen.
Okay.
And it is a D8 that you can add to rolls that it applies to, of course.
Okay.
But Skipper, go ahead and make me a dice pool to try and break yourself free of this mental,
Okay.
hallucination.
Let's see.
And obviously you can use that oxygen to help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely use the oxygen. Ooh, I don't feel like I'm gonna use my whisker sense, which is one of my primal powers, and I have a special effect with that if I use one of my plot points, it lets me close off my ears and my nostrils for a round, and I'm thinking maybe if this works, maybe I'm kind of like cleansing it like from my system for a moment.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Love
gonna
that.
definitely use that echo oxygen.
Your ears and your
Die.
nostrils are closed, so you would, I guess you fart it out?
I know. No, that's gross.
Where
I'm
else does it
cleansing
come
it out
from?
from my system. I can cough it out. It'll go out through my pores. I'll do a mask or
Sure,
something.
that makes sense.
Okay. I rolled a 2, a 2, and an 8. So I'm gonna say I rolled a 10 with a D6 effect die.
Okay. It's not quite enough to push you over. Do you want to spend a plot point to try and throw another die in there? Or like another one of your dice into the total? Or do you want to let it go?
Can I assist
I'm
her
gonna
in
let
any
it
way?
go.
Can I assist her in any way? Or no?
Yeah. Tell me how you assist
I-
her and add
so
a die
Kira-
for her.
Okay, so Kira, seeing that everybody's kind of freaking out, is going to basically walk Skipper through like a breathing exercise of like, okay,
Aw.
then you're through your nose, and she's gonna count it out for her and out. She's gonna hold her hand the whole way, just like how she would do with her own like anxiety attacks, and she's going to.
Sure.
I'll give you a D10 with my peacekeeper.
Huh?
Did that work?
Nice. Yeah, you
So I just-
definitely were top breathing exercises with peacekeeping. So,
So she's
that makes
going
sense.
to do that for you.
I got a 5 with that, so that could give me a 13, right? And then with a D6 effect die.
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sounds good. So it's not really, you feel like you're still dissolving and you're just freaking out and looking down and breathing. And when you open your eyes, your foot is solidly on the floor and you feel okay.
Whoa.
Good. I know.
But what about the space sharks?
Yeah, what about these damn space sharks? Ah!
Milo takes Akira's hand and just starts spouting poetry.
Ah.
It's just like, I am yours as the stars belong to the sky, as the river belongs to the sea, and he's just going on and like just kissing her
Milo.
hand.
Milo.
Even though he's got the bubble on, so he's not actually kissing her hand.
Oh,
Dude, what? Okay. Later, all right? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
Kira!
oh,
lady.
I will wait forever for you. If you ask, I will jump off the ship into the sky.
Chomper, would you just hold him or that?
I guess. Hold on. Come here, you one. All right. Flip.
Chomper.
Handsome like it.
Chomper, as you're doing that, you look to Flip, and you see him grow larger and larger, and you feel this immense weight on your shoulder as he's weighing you down. He gets larger and larger. Basically, you feel like as you're getting weighed down, you're growing smaller and smaller until you are looking up at yourself, and you look at yourself, and you are a little bird.
No.
What a trip.
You've
Everybody's freaking
switched
out.
places.
Flip.
Okay.
Flip.
All right, take a breath. Chomper, take a breath. Okay. Milo, you really love me?
With all my heart.
All right,
I
get
never
me
said-
out of here. You're going to take this ship and you're going to fly us out of here as fast as you can, Milo. If you really love me, you will do this for me now.
Anything you ask, my love, and he's gonna go for the
Hector's on the helm, and he's like,
Ooh.
"Yeah, you gotta get us out of here, Captain. There's space sharks all over the." Oh shit! Right there, he's coming for us. He starts like ducking down. The rest of you can't see anything.
If Milo is going for the, is Milo going for the helm?
Yeah.
So I think Skipper's going for it too, because they're kind of like, no, I've got to figure this out. This is my thing. And I think they're going to try to fight Milo for the helm.
Okay, so let's make a contest. Both of you make a dice pool roll here, and let's see. Technically, Skipper, you're the one who instigated this contest, so you will announce your total first.
And I am going to, I think it's called step down one of my distinctions, because sometimes when Skipper is impulsive, she breaks the rules in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say this is one of those ways where she is trying to take control when really this is Milo's, should be Milo's decision.
I love that. So that's called using a hinder.
Yes.
So you gain a plot point for that and use a D4 instead of your D8.
Yes.
Girl.
Okay. And I'll use my agility because I'm trying to race over there first and get it from Milo. Sorry, I'm going through all this stuff.
You're good.
You're good.
Okay. All right. And now I'm gonna roll.
Tennison, I'm going to come to you next to see what
You're
Tennison's doing
fine.
about all this.
I like to imagine that he's just been standing here wide-eyed while all of this has been going on around.
I rolled 2 1s and I got an 11. Or
Okay.
like I got a 1, a 6, a 1, and a 5. So an 11 and then 2.
Okay, good to know.
Okay. Milo, I'm using a plot point because for the sake of his beloved Kira, he will not fail.
Okay, and you're adding another attribute or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
Okay. Well, I rolled 1 1, but I got I'm going to do a 10, and I'm going to use a D10 as the effect.
Okay, so a 10 with a D10 as the effect. So now here's how this is going to work. You did not beat Skipper.
Oh, shit.
You have a chance here to add a plot point and up your total if you wanted to try and beat Skipper. Because basically what's happening so far, Skipper, Milo, you're rushing for the helm. Skipper, you kind of like take Milo by the shoulder and kind of like try to kind of push him aside just a little. Milo, you feel that, and I think you push back even harder, but depending on how hard it is, I mean, depending on what you do here, will determine how hard it is.
Attribute? Sorry, my brain just stopped.
You're fine.
all of a sudden.
What I'm saying
I'm
is,
panicking.
so you added your
Yeah.
5 and your 5 together.
Yeah,
If you want to spend another plot point, you can add another number that you just rolled.
Oh,
to
okay,
those
yeah,
fives.
yeah. Okay, then the only thing I have left is my 3.
Yeah.
Which is a D8.
So spend a plot point if you want to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did, yeah.
You add that 3, it becomes a 13 versus the 11 that Skipper has. And Skipper, you don't have anything else to spend there.
God.
So Skipper, you kind of push Milo. Milo, with the passion that he is feeling, pushes back harder. And Skipper, you're gonna take those 2 complications. I'm gonna pay you a plot point here, and you accidentally kind of trip, and you're gonna fall down the stairs a little bit. Just
Roll.
hitting your head. Yeah, you'll roll down the stairs. You hit your head, and you are
Dead.
dizzy. We'll say you're dizzy.
Dizzy. I like that.
You're dizzy with a D8.
Dizzy with the D8. Milo, you don't know where you're going. You and then boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tennison, did you want to do anything, or are you just gonna?
I don't want to do the chaos.
honestly, I think that he's just kind of standing there without
Okay.
instruction in a situation like this. He's
Yeah.
not useful.
Yeah. A Chomper, you are a tiny bird. And I think Flip is. I don't know. How do you think Flip is handling this? Because to be fair, Flip also has been breathing in these fumes. This stardust.
Is he
stuff.
seeing anything, or what's happening in his mind?
Yeah, you know what? That's a really good point. Roll me a d20 for Flip. It wouldn't be the same effect.
Because I've also grabbed him and shaken him, and
Yeah,
it's an 8.
an 8. Oh, we already had that one. Roll again,
Oh.
just for fun.
It's an 11.
An 11. Amazing. Flip hears a beautiful melody in the air and can't help but to dance to it.
Aww.
So Flip's just been doing little dancing the whole time. Dresden turns to you, Tennison, and also you, Kira. What do I do? What can we do?
I think we need to get out of this as soon as possible. I don't know. Can we ramp up the energy and try to swim through this thing, or fly through this thing as fast as we can?
Sure.
Well, we could reroute some of the energy to get us moving faster, but I wonder if that isn't going to make us more lost if we don't know where we're going. Should we just turn around and shoot back the way we came, or?
I don't know. I think the best way is keep moving forward. I mean, we have our oxygen on. It doesn't seem to be affecting us quite yet. So maybe we can just boost this thing and get out of here as quickly as possible. I mean, Milo does know where he's going. Right, Milo? My love?
Milo, without a navigator, I mean, you literally do not know where you're going, but say what you want in response to Kira.
My love, we must but only follow our hearts, and we will find our way. And I'm gonna hit the gas pedal hard.
Okay. So yeah, you crank up the energy on the sails, and you take off even faster than you were going. Tennison, in the back of your mind, you know this. You guys absorbed a lot of soul, which was nice, and that got you to the Nebula Sea faster. This is fine, but you're basically driving at like 90 miles an hour blind. I mean,
Yeah.
like blindfolded in a car. Like, you guys could hit anything at any moment.
This is not going to work. This is not the moment.
Please help. I don't know what to do, Tennison. Please help.
Okay, let me think. Do you think that you were able to help Skipper at all when you led her through the breathing exercises?
I think so. Let me go check on her. Chomper, you good, buddy? You good?
Flip,
Okay,
flip.
stay there. I'll go check on Skipper. Tennison, try to help Milo as much as you can. Do you have a map? I don't know who has the map. Maybe Skipper does?
I have
I
a map.
mean,
Okay.
I think that we need to get everybody who's been affected downstairs. Then maybe in the lounge you could hold, I don't know, some kind of yoga class to help them get back to where they need to be.
Not a bad idea. Not at all. Okay. Are you gonna fly then?
I suppose that I have to.
Yeah. Okay.
Skipper is like drunkenly. It looks like she looks like a little drunk otter, like trying to like slip her way up the stairs and like towards the helm. And she's like, "No, Milo, you don't know. We could be going the wrong. Wait, you have to let me. I know."
Well, that'll make that a little easier. Dresden, do you think you can help Kira get everybody downstairs?
On it. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
She goes up to Milo, who she's a lot bigger than. She says, "Captain, I'm real sorry about this, but we gotta get below." And then she's gonna try and like kind of circle around you and grab onto you.
I'm gonna fight it.
Sure.
Flip.
Let's see here. I haven't rolled for her much yet. This is exciting.
I always imagine her with a cowboy hat on because in Kipo the rattlesnakes are like cowboys and cowgirls.
Yeah.
Cowfolk.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna use my.
They were definitely an inspiration for her.
I'm gonna try and use Jumping Bean. He's gonna try and jump out of her reach. He's gonna go straight up.
Okay, yeah, add it in. She's the attacker, so she goes first. I got a. Let's go with 10.
Ooh.
With a D10 effect.
I got a. Let's see. That would be a 13 with a D8 effect.
Okay. Got it. So you do, in fact, just leap out of her grasp as she. And we'll say you leap up, and then like stand on, like a banister.
Banister?
Banister. Jeez,
yeah.
A banister. Look. Knowing words
You're
would be
good.
a lot helpful. A lot. Wow, guys, what
A
the
lot
hell?
helpful.
Much
It would be a lot helpful.
What the hell?
Justin, what have you been smoking?
I've been dipping
Some
into the
green
green
dust.
dust.
I see.
Yeah.
And Milo's gonna. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, you're up on the banister. Go ahead.
Milo's gonna draw his. I lost the name. His Dustblade Star Cleaver.
Oh, jeez.
And he's gonna say, "Nothing's going to keep me from fulfilling my love's dreams."
Milo, your love's dreams is to go downstairs right now. Right now?
Oh. Alrighty then. And he's gonna sheath the sword and just jump off the banister.
And Tristan just like rolls her eyes. She's, kidding me?
All right, Flip, come on. We want the funk, and she's gonna start
Is Tennison close to Skipper? I want to reach for whoever's closest, like
Sure.
Tennison, and she'll like take him by his lapels or by his oh my gosh, tukana.
Yeah. That's a good
And I want to share my mental map asset with him. So can I use a plot point to do that?
Yeah, describe to me how you do it. Yeah.
Skipper is very dizzy and fatigued right now, and I'm not certain that she could actually navigate us out of this starfield, but she trusts Tennison, and she knows he's been working on the map downstairs, and she's going to say, "Now, Tennison, I need you to get us out of here. You're just going to use, you're going to go that way." She's trying to point.
Yeah. You give him
And explain everything.
parameters.
She says, "I know you can do it. You just have to trust the map, all right? You're going to go exactly the way that I say you're going to go. And that's what we're going to, is that, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. All right. That way.
That way.
So, Tennison, you go up to the helm. Currently, the ship is just floating as it kind of finishes its
I have a
progression forward.
Tennison, you're going to head for that sparkly bit over there. Straight on till morning.
Perfect.
Chomper, do you go downstairs? Flip seems to be dancing his way downstairs, I think.
That's it, buddy. Come on.
So just to be clear, we've not actually changed places. He's still Flip, tiny. I'm still
correct.
giant. But
It's just the way
Yeah.
that
we
you
think. I think we
Perspective.
see it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I follow what. I think I follow my giant ass downstairs. And
Okay. Yeah, you're just kind of following along.
trying to fly as I'm doing it.
There you go, buddy.
So each time it's just like thump.
Yeah. So good. Okay. Good. You do you start pounding the way downstairs, like you're like leaping up trying to fly at times. Dresden has successfully convinced Hector that the best way away from the space sharks is to take cover under below deck. So she has got him down underneath as well. And at this point, it's simply Tennison by himself above
Horrible.
deck.
Horrible.
Everyone else has been kind of shoved into a room, gathered into a room, and Kira, you and Dresden, and Skipper is like fine from the hallucinations, but just
Real
not
dizzy and
very
tired.
feeling well.
I might have a concussion.
It's very true. So Kira, I'm gonna give the ball to Kira and Tennison with what you want to do here in your individual matters.
Well,
Gosh.
Tennison is up at the helm. We've had some training on basically how to do this, but Tennison has never really focused much beyond that because he never thought he'd be in this position.
Yeah.
But I do have a question. Where is the data sphere?
Well, Skipper had it.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it to you when I gave him the mental map.
Sure.
Great.
Makes sense.
So I have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that up in front of me and do my best to steer and get us back on course.
Okay. Yeah, roll me something here. You can add the mental map, of course.
Oh, that's is that an
that-
asset? D6.
That, yeah,
is-
that's a
yeah.
D8.
It's a
D8
D8
asset.
D8
A
work.
D asset. A D8
Yes.
asset. And but Tennison also you have as far as the roll goes, ROLE roll, you have to use Explorer on this one.
Fair.
So whatever your Explorer is, go with that.
Okie dokie. Hello. Okay, I'm building a roll.
Nice.
Alertness. This is so stressful. We're gonna use Explorer. It's not
Chomper.
terrible.
Why are there three of you?
Yeah, Tennison, we'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
Kira, what do you think you're doing with everybody downstairs?
All right. She's going to gather everybody else and just going to say, sit down. Everybody, close your eyes, get in a comfortable position, and I need you to do exactly what I tell you to do, okay? Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep
That's
breath
hectic.
out. 1, 2, 4. Okay. I need you in your mind to think of a very calm space, whether that be the beach or the forest. And we're going to take another deep breath in, and we're going to hold it, and out. Okay.
All
we're
right,
gonna take
so-
she's just going to roll through the whole thing.
That's fantastic. So here, Kira, make me a dice pool to see how well this yoga goes, or this breathing
Okay.
exercise is going for everybody. And depending on what your asset is, if you spend a plot point here, you can gift it to everybody else and then let them use it to help them in their roles of recovery.
I can do that. I'm gonna use my. Oh, I get to use my public speaking specialty.
Yay!
Oh,
I haven't gotten to use one of my specialties
There you go.
before, so that's fun. All right. Let us. Oh gosh. I don't know. Oh, so I get to use my acid of oxygen? What am I using for them?
Yeah, that wouldn't apply for yourself. So you don't use it on this one for yourself.
Okay, so I just do all that and then. Oh gosh. Use that or not?
So it
All
should
right,
be your
perfect.
distinction, role, attribute, your specialty, which you get to use this time. Anything else? Maybe not. No
I
worries.
don't know.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and roll.
we'll just do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let's add the 8 and the 3 and use the D10 as the effect die.
Okay, 8 and a 3. There's your 11. Fantastic. So a D10 effect, as this yoga seems to really be working well. So I have a D10 breathing exercise asset. Kira, do you want to spend a plot point to share that?
Yes, I will.
Okay. So,
Definitely.
and everyone else can now, everyone who's affected and is doing this yoga exercise can roll me a dice pool to try and calm your mind, break free of this hallucination, adding the oxygen of your echo, so that's a D8, and the D10 breathing exercise that Kira's doing to those rolls.
A D8 and a D10.
Yep.
Peacekeeper, let's go.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Yeah.
Hi, Kebab. Oh, 3.
Hi, Kebab.
Oh, kebab. Kebab?
Kebab?
Oh, kebab. Like a kebab.
Thanks for stopping in.
I like
We'll
it.
hydrate.
Just doing some yoga.
Okay. So while they're making those rolls, Tennison, let's go back to you. How's it going
Yes.
upstairs?
How'd you do?
What'd you
Not
get?
bad. 14 with a D8 effect.
14
Hey.
with D8 effect. I love it. I love it a lot.
Good.
You successfully get things back on track. It doesn't. It takes some time. But yeah, you do eventually kind of feel comfortable knowing that you are going in the right direction. We'll say they've been downstairs for 40 minutes ish.
geez.
So, but yeah, you know, feeling okay about how this is going. You're literally doing this alone. At one point, we'll say Dresden does come up and kind of keep you company and help kind of move anything, do anything that you need done. But yeah, it's going well. How about downstairs? Is it going well?
I rolled an 11 with a 7.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 with a D8 effect die, but I also rolled a 1.
A 10 with a D8. An 11. Rebecca, what was the die for your
Oh,
effect?
sorry, I lost my brain for a second. D10.
D10. Cool. Okay. Chomper?
14 with a D8, but I also rolled a 1.
Okay. Sure.
Roll those ones,
So we got a
man.
'Cause it's
14,
me.
an 11, and Skipper got a...
I got an. Oh, sorry, I have to look again.
My bad.
I
lost it.
got a 10 with like a 10 with a D8, but I also
Okay.
rolled a 1.
Okay, sure. All of you feel the effects kind of diminishing. Milo, Kira starts looking more like a friend and less like a lover. Chomper, you feel yourself start to kind of grow larger, and you kind of feel your little ears. You feel your teeth kind of coming back. It takes time, but you do slowly start to feel these things kind of returning to normal. Skipper, yours technically already wore off. So really, what happens to you is you're just kind of fighting your dizziness a bit. So with that, I will say we take your dizziness down to a D6 instead of a D8, and you're less dizzy now. As far as the complications go, I don't know. How many plot points do you guys have, Skipper and Chomper?
I have 3.
Okay.
I also have 3.
Okay. I will.
Can we try to get rid of our complications?
Actually, something that we have completely been neglecting as far as gameplay goes, whenever you do get an effect on something, like in this instance, your effect die, there's nothing really that would make it make sense. You can spend that effect die to step down existing complications. So perhaps, Chomper, this helped you actually ease the pain of your back as well, if you wanted to spend your effect die to lower that. So I'll help you do the math on those if you want to. What was your effect die?
What is
it was a D8.
Your D8.
Oh,
the one that you chose. A D8 effect, and you have a D10 complication currently, so that'll just step it down 1 to a D8 effect.
Yay.
That's not really how healing works, but you know what?
D8.
It's a really good yoga session, okay?
If you kill it, yeah.
Can I?
Not about the destination, it's all about the journey.
So can I use my D8 to step my fatigue down from a D6 to a D4? And do I spend a pop point to do that?
Yeah. Yes, you do. And actually, since it's 1 higher, I think you take it down 2. So technically speaking, you should just get rid of it, or take it down to a D4, and then add it to your dice pool the next time you roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Kira, I don't know. I don't know what you did, but I do feel quite a bit better.
Good. Just keep breathing. It's okay. No rush. We'll get there when we get there. Okay.
Flip. And another thing, Milo. Kira, I like Kira so bad. Oh shit. Hi, everybody.
I don't like Kira. That's
Yeah.
Well, then you're both fools, because Kira is clearly the most competent person in this room right now. Milo, you almost got us lost, and Skipper's gonna shove Milo.
What? You're the one who started this. You're the one who was up there being all loopy. I'm melting, and then that's what got the rest of us into the problem.
And we
You
are
didn't know where we were going.
and we are breathing.
There's more of this happening as we cut. By the way, Hector's over in the corner, just like, so there weren't space sharks.
Poor guy.
What'd you say?
Is Dresden with him?
No, Dresden's upstairs with Tennison.
Me.
Okay.
And
Poor Hector.
so we'll cut away from that. Tennison, you navigate everyone farther forward through the sea. You feel like, I mean, you're getting close to the blip. You're getting close to the dot. What do you want to do, Tennison? Do you want to keep going towards it? Do you want to stop and?
I want to stop. I think Tennison wants to stop and go downstairs, see how everything is going, and preferably not be at the helm anymore.
Okay. Sure. Cool. So, you go downstairs to below decks. Dresden says she'll watch for you.
Driving.
Keep an eye out. Do you? So you go downstairs to where everybody's doing yoga and whatnot.
Skipper and Milo are wrestling at this point.
They're fighting.
They're like straight out brawling. It's just this blur of little furry bodies going all around the room.
We're calm.
Yeah, this went well.
Very well. They're back to their old self. That's all I care about, honestly.
Yes, that's true. I've gotten us a little bit further, but I didn't want to go any further without making sure that someone who really knew what they were doing was upstairs.
Wait, who's piloting the ship?
Dresden's still up there, just keeping watch.
Skipper looks at Milo, and then Skipper's gonna bolt for the helm.
Hey! Running after her. After putting on the helmet.
I guess I should have sawn that coming.
Sure. So you two are running off for the helm. But you do feel like you're back to normal now. I mean, so just so that's clear, nothing's affecting your mind
Oh no, yeah, we're just
being
fun.
idiots. It's fine.
Yeah, we're just
So we'll say another 15 minutes pass by of people kind of just taking things back into account, checking on each other. If anybody goes to check on Ambassador Ebley, he is in there saying, well, does anybody go check on Ambassador Ebley?
Oh yeah.
I think Chomper does because he wants to escape the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go in, he says, Chomper, what is happening? Please tell me. I feel swerves, I feel shakes, I hear yelling. What's happening, Chomper?
I got small, Flip turned into a hippo. Milo was in love with Kira, and Hector kept on saying about space sharks, and Skipper dissolved into the ground, but not really. And I think we're all fine now. Kira handled it all.
All right, I get it. Make fun of old Ambassador Ebley. Don't tell me the truth. I'll be in my water.
Flip, flip. Yeah, you can say that again. All right.
All right, so you all have your oxygen, echo oxygens activated. Everyone seems to be back to normal for the most part. You are just a few, I don't know, clicks. You're a few bits away from the planet.
Who made it to the helm first?
Make me another contest, I guess.
Does Flip have a little bubble on his head so he can breathe? Okay, good.
Yeah, I pushed it before I got small.
Yeah, Flip's got they have small ones that they have all kinds of different sizes that adjust.
How cute.
I am using my lesser die again because once again Skipper is breaking the rules and trying to step outside of what she would normally be doing in her attempt to take the helm.
Okay, I love it.
I like to think Kira's talking to Hector about how maybe the space sharks aren't real, but they're in his own life. You know, he feels like he's being chased by something, and that's okay.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I fucked up.
I love it.
I forgot to clear my thing.
I got an 11 with an effect die of a D10, just to get to the helm first.
Sure.
Pure agility.
Skipper, Emma, this is more of a question for you, Emma, than Skipper, but just want to throw this out there. You can totally say no. Do you think you are starting to challenge one of your trait statements maybe with this continued act of I don't know what you'd call it, but do you see it as that or no?
Well, it's hard because Skipper's not good at being a follower. And I think that's what is making it hard for her to let Milo assume leadership, because it's not that necessarily she needs to lead others, it's that she doesn't like being told what to do, and she likes having control. And so she has this impulse to be like, no, I'm getting us to where we need to be. This is my adventure. You can't take this away from me.
So you're not necessarily challenging what you currently are. You're leaning into what you're currently in.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I love it. Keep going. So
I got a 14 with a D10. A D8.
Okay, sure. So
I used jumping beam, so just so you know.
Just hop your way up to the helm. Get there. Tennison, you are there as well. And Milo is at the helm. Skipper, you get there too late.
You have your job, I have mine. Mine is to steer the ship.
Well, just make sure that you don't steer it in the wrong direction or we're gonna get lost again.
Well, maybe don't get high on space dust, huh?
Well, maybe you shouldn't go around talking about how much you love Kira, huh?
I don't like Kira!
What is Vitell gonna think when she hears that?
She told me! What am I?
I'm gonna go stand on the ship, and Skipper's gonna go forward to the bow, and is going to stand at the front of this ship, and look out kind of grumpily.
I don't like Kira. He's boring.
Okay.
He's just saying it to himself.
So, is it fair to say
stupid.
everybody, for the most part, is going back to your role? Skipper, I know you're at the front of the ship, which means you probably are not helping navigation. I mean,
Milo at this point, I feel
pretty
like
much a straight shot.
Yeah, it's a straight shot. So I want to be at the front of the ship so that I'm the first person to see things when we get there.
Okay. I love it. Great. And then Tennison, Kira, Chomper, you guys just hanging out?
I want to run back down and give Skipper the data sphere back.
Okay.
Thank you. You did a very good job.
Thanks.
Is Kira on deck?
Yeah, I'll come back up and make sure y'all are not fighting.
Well. Milo's just gonna say, that was good thinking. You did a good job, Kira.
Thank you,
I'm
Milo.
sorry if I did anything unfortunate.
It's all right. Let's just say Vitell is a very lucky woman. That's all I'll say.
And he's just like, I'm so single. He might be. No, he's not crying. He's not crying.
Okay.
He's just like, yep, I'm just so single. She was so lucky and she dumped me. That's so great. I'm great.
Wait, she dumped you?
Yeah, like right before we went up into the cave. Well, no, right before we graduated, I guess. Right before the competition thingy, I guess. Past few days have been a blur.
I mean, I don't want to pry, but why? I mean, I thought you guys were so great together and you really pushed each other. And
she wanted to be a captain, and I didn't think about it, and I was like, yeah, go be a captain. And I didn't think about the fact that, like, you can only have one captain on a ship. And I just don't think either of us were wanting to sacrifice anything for the other, and when it came to that. And so that's that.
Well,
I'm fine.
I'm really sorry, Milo. And I know at this point we don't even know where they are, but I just want to say, why can't you have two captains on a ship? You know? Co-captains. I know that's not really a thing, but maybe it could be one day. And if anybody were gonna make that work, I think you two could. Because even though you're both very strong, maybe a little headstrong sometimes, I think you both balance each other out really well. And yeah,
maybe someday.
Yeah,
Gotta find her first.
Yeah.
Again, I'm so sorry about anything I might have said or did. I just
that's okay.
Dust.
You know, I think that's the first time anybody's ever really kissed me like that. That was kind of nice, you know. Thanks.
I did what now?
Not like that, just on my hand. But thanks.
Oh God, okay.
Nobody's ever really seen me that way, so I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I mean, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, not to speak from or anything, but I think Chomper may have some unspoken feelings.
Oh.
You know, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
I always thought it was for Skipper, but I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
Good job.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Captain, I'll let you do whatever it is you do. I'm going to go.
And
she's going to walk away.
All right. So, you all, with Hector and Dresden back up on board, on the deck and everything. Hey, thanks for the sub, Kate.
Hey.
You
Okay.
you go up and you find that the dust, the dense dust, seems to be dissipating a bit. It's less dense. And you seem to be coming to a clearing of sorts. In fact, up ahead, you see that although there is still a small amount, it's more like scattered into little clouds and whatnot. And through those clouds, you see a small. I mean, it's I guess a planet, but it's the size of a moon. It's small, not too far ahead, and you confirm the fact that this is where the signal is coming from.
Land ho!
Dope.
I love it.
So you go towards it. Do you want to break through into the atmosphere, I'm guessing?
Yes, cautiously.
Okay. So cautiously, you take the ship in the Buckley Sting down. The planet itself is, this murky kind of green, kind of brown color. As you get closer and closer, you see that there's kind of it's similar to the green stardust that you've been going through, but it's similar in the density and whatnot and the makeup of it, but a completely different color. It's more like a brown gray, like almost like a smog type effect. As you dip down below those clouds, you find yourself kind of just sailing across the sky a bit as you try to get to the exact pinpoint of that signal. And finally, you see that it seems to be coming from up ahead. There is some sort of like a swamp type land. It is too dense for you to try and land the ship up that close. So definitely best bet, Milo, you would think, is landing here, or landing out in the open, and then on foot going into the dense forest where the signal's coming from. Or another option if you can think of one.
Okay. Milo's going to land the ship, and with everyone on deck, he's going to say, okay, here's the plan. We're going to land the ship, and then I think some of us should go off into the forest and see if we can find maybe somebody, something, whatever's sending out the signal. And maybe Hector and Dresden, maybe you guys should stay with the ship just in case, because if things go south, get the ship out of here and then save our asses. But
Yes, ma'am. We yes, sir. Sorry, I was distracted there for a second. I wasn't sure who I was talking to.
Still got some dust in you, huh?
Yeah. Same thing. Yeah, we generally stay with the ship. I'm sure you already know that, but yeah, we'll stay here. We'll keep an eye on Ebley for you.
Okay. And so, okay, so everyone get what you think you might need out there. Tennison, if there's any tech or something. And we trained for this. Like we've studied, we've fought for this, and we're everyone's counting on us. We can do this. We just have to be smart, quick, and we have to work as a team. Okay? Awesome.
Aye.
And with that, I'm going to use my special effects of rousing speech, if I can.
Oh.
Please.
Which means if I inspire my crew with the speech, everyone receives 1d6 for their next roll. So,
Cool.
okay.
Can I choose not to accept that because Skipper's being a sourpuss towards
You
Milo?
sourpuss, fine.
Yeah.
Deal with
Oh.
it.
Of course.
I like that.
Skipper's been kind of like not really
Maybe.
making eye contact with Milo, like sitting in the back, like.
All right.
Do we
That's,
know if this air is breathable right now? Is there any way to check on our echoes if we can?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I wouldn't breathe this shit in. Come on.
After what we just went through.
Yeah, I mean, you could, breathable, is different than hallucinogenic, right? I mean, it could be both.
Is it safe?
After what you've just gone through, you could check the air. It would take a little time. Tennison could probably help to determine this, but yeah, I mean, you could take an extra 30 minutes here and check the air and see if it's breathable.
Our echo, there's a time limit on how long we can use those helmets, right?
8
Yeah.
hours before
8
you need to
hours.
recharge. And you
That's
can
why-
recharge with the dust generators on the ship. So
Okay.
it's been 3 hours or so,
Okay.
maybe 2.5 hours, maybe.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 5 hours before we need to... 4 hours before we need to... Wait, time. I don't know how. Becca's brain does not do time. Okay, so we only have so much time to investigate the area before we have to get back to the ship. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So then we should leave right now. There's no time to wait.
Absolutely. Let's do this, team. We got this.
All right.
Okay.
Great. So you take off. So you're not going to analyze the air, right? Okay.
I don't think so.
No, it's good.
We'll just
Tennison, are you
like-
alright? That's the most lackadaisy I've ever heard you say.
Just he's got a little bit of that dust too.
Maybe the dust is good
Whatever,
for Tennison.
man.
He's
Yeah.
just stressed.
He's so tired.
Oh, you didn't do your breathing
boy.
Look at
exercise.
this guy.
Yeah, I didn't get any yoga. I didn't get any
God.
yoga.
He did not
Later.
do the exercises. Okay, so you go forward. You take off, down the gangway, and first person who goes down steps into this murky kind of watery ground. Honestly, Milo, it probably goes up to your
Like
waist.
my waist, I know. I was just thinking
Um,
about that. I was like, oh man.
It's gonna be like kind of wading through stuff for you.
Ugh.
Your white pants. Goodbye.
No, not my pants.
Yeah.
Man.
Luckily, there is a dry cleaner on the ship.
No, good.
Yeah, they have bleach.
Stay looking fresh.
So, kind of sloshing your way into you landed the ship not too far away from the forest, so you get to the entrance of the forest pretty quickly. Who has the data sphere? Who is leading through the forest?
I think I had it last, right?
Let me take that back. The data sphere only works in a data port, so
Right.
I suppose
Oh.
technically speaking, you're kind of going blind, but you probably would have studied where to go. So
Yeah. And I want to try and actually, yeah, no, I want to try and navigate us to the dot using whatever I can.
okay, sure.
Would Tennison's Tucanai have a data port on it?
Ah,
Cool question.
I'm gonna say no,
But-
but
Man.
Son of a bitch!
it's definitely something that I think he could.
We could
add.
we could modify it. Yeah, I was wondering if it was a size thing when we first put the data sphere in the data port. It seemed to generate such a large.
Yeah, the data sphere is only yay big. You could probably create some sort of thing for your Tucanai. Tucanai.
I.
Tucanai. Yeah, okay. That's what, I had it right the first time. To like, put it there and then kind of cast it out from yourself. So
That'd be cool. I have questions about modifications altogether that I will ask you. Houston.
Okay, yeah, let's talk.
Did you say that, Chomper? Because Chomper, that's a great idea.
That's really smart. Look at you.
Wait, what did
Sometimes
Chomper
it just
say?
come to me. Sometimes it just come to me.
He's saying we need to think of something to make the datasphere work on Tennison's Tucanai.
That's a good idea. From what I can do, I have gotten a 12 with an effect of a D10.
Okay, great.
Just using my navigational prowess without the datasphere.
You enter into this, and like immediately any kind of skylight that there was kind of just casts away, shadow down on top of you. You hear strange sounds. You know, little things in the woods. Kind of climbing over. These trees are massive, and they have not quite the size of the skybark, but they have large roots that kind of twist and turn their way into the ground. So lots of tripping hazards. You're kind of taking your time, climbing over for some of you, or jumping maybe.
Do we need any kind of light source or anything? Is it that dark?
It is pretty dark. You may want one eventually, yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to, light something up, but yeah.
Okay. I don't want to draw attention, but...
At the moment, you can get by, but
Okay.
It does get darker the farther you get from the entrance of the... What were you going to say, Skipper?
I just want to roll to see if I sense the presence, because you said we heard those sounds.
Yeah, can I roll 2?
Mhm.
I just want to
Sure.
kind of not roll very well.
Just to see if there's any danger around you?
Yeah, danger sensing.
Good idea.
What'd you get, Emma?
Well, I rolled whisker sense and alertness, but I only got a total of 5.
Woof. Yeah. So remember, pretty much for any dice roll, you should always add a distinction, a roll, and an attribute to it.
I don't know if any of the others fit, though.
Okay, sure. No worries.
I guess Explorer.
Oh, no.
Technically speaking, I should be giving you guys this scene distinctions to use in case you wanted to use those in place of your own. I just keep forgetting to do that. So.
Okay, I got a 2, a 3, and a 7 then. And then I could do the 7 and the 3 for a 10 with a
I rolled a
D6
1.
effect.
Okay. You rolled a 1, Milo?
I did. And I only got a 4 with a D10.
Okay. So, Skipper, as far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be anything like coming close to you, but I mean, you don't know. Anything could come out of nowhere at any time. So, Milo, you think you hear something right to the left of you, and you and trip and fall backward, splash in the mud.
Oh.
And
I hate this.
What you also kind of landed on like some jagged rocks beneath the mud, and hurt your back a little bit. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna make a house rule here just because I keep giving you guys complications and not taking like damage. So I'm gonna make a house rule that if I pay you for a complication, instead of giving you a complication, I can just roll that die and you take that much damage instead.
Sounds good.
House rule.
Mhm.
I like it.
So that's a D6 you rolled a 1 on, so I'm gonna roll a D6, and you take 2 points of life, 2 life point damage there.
Ow, I hate this. I hate all of this.
Okay.
So you press forward. It gets darker. You are having trouble seeing. Those of you who may not be able to see so well in the dark, I think all of you.
Cats can, and so can hippos. Hippos can see in the dark fairly well.
Pretty well. Okay, so Kira and Chomper, you guys can see okay. Yeah, it's not too bad for you, but for the others, it's like you're basically going blind at this point.
Fennec foxes are nocturnal hunters.
Okay, great. Milo, you are also fine. These are just normal things. I'm not gonna. I mean, technically speaking, these should be like primal powers, but I'll let it slide. It's fine. Animals are capable of a lot of things, and you only have 2 primal power slots, so it's kind of hard.
I can see okay in dim light, but I'm not like built for darkness.
Sure.
You can turn on a light.
Yeah.
Time to
Could I?
shed some light.
Do you have a light?
Would the dust blade give off some light?
Yeah, I'd give off a little bit of light. Kira, what were you thinking?
Oh, I just was wondering if the Echo had anything to like.
The Echo does not have a light on it.
Okay,
So,
that's okay.
yeah, the Dust Blade may be your best option. Or the Duster Buster. What was it?
The Dust
Dust.
Buster. Both of them kind of glow like an aura of light. So yeah, you pull your Dust Blade out, and it kind of just activates with like a, and it leads you through, very Lord of the Rings, very Sting style. Leads you through.
Yeah, you're fun.
Yeah, so eventually, you, after maybe half an hour to 45 minutes of just kind of sludging through this like swamp area, you do reach where Skipper, where you believe the signal is probably coming from, the mouth of a dark cave that seems to descend down into the ground.
This is where the signal's coming from.
Of course it is.
Well, ladies first, and Skipper's gonna go towards the cave.
Love it.
I really hate that expression right now, but okay. And she's gonna start walking towards you.
You don't have to go first if you don't want to.
Okay, yeah, you go, Milo. You go.
Not like I want to go either. But he's gonna follow after Skipper.
Okay.
God knows what she's gonna get into.
Does anybody have a light?
Everybody else go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still
Chomper
stressed.
going? Cool.
Yeah. After looking around, yep.
So the Dust Blade is pretty much the only light you all have in here. Excuse me. It's just kind of a descending slope. As far as the ground goes in this cave, it turns from the sludgy mud more into like a stony, craggy rock. And it leads you down into this cave. Once you're there, it winds around a few twists and turns, but for the most part, it's just kind of one path until you reach this large cavern, this chasm, if you will. There's not a chasm's a thing. A cavern is right. Yes, yeah. Cavern. This large cavern. There are small little bits of light kind of peeking through the top of the cave, and other than that, it's again completely dark in here. You continue forward into the cavern. Yeah. As you go, Chomper.
Is it lights or is it reflections?
It seems to be some sort of light that's poking through, like little cracks in the stone up above. Okay. So probably just regular daylight from above.
Good.
It dim though altogether. You see ahead of you, there is an opening all around you see are, as Milo, as you get a little closer, it's a little hard to see here, but there's your dust blade kind of sheds light on these hanging tapestries that are like mesmerizing to look at. I mean, you can't even see the full like scope of it because your light doesn't go up that high, but I mean, just like looking at the bits that you're looking at, it's like this white thread that like made this beautiful like intricate design, and then you move to the next one and it's a different kind of design but same idea. Beautiful, just beautiful, but super mesmerizing as well. Just like you find yourself kind of staring at it, like, and then you kind of shake yourself out of it and keep walking. Like I said, there's not much light, but there is a path up ahead that goes into a tunnel, or there is a path off to the right that is not like, it's not like a closed off tunnel. It's more like another open archway type thing that leads into some other dark room. Which way do you want to go?
Everyone knows what to do, even though I have the light.
Does this signal seem to be coming from one of these rooms, or just this place in general?
Just this place in general seems to be emitting the signal. So at this point, the signal isn't much of a help anymore.
So to the right is an open archway leading into another room.
Yep.
And ahead is
more like closed off tunnel, kind of like the one that you came in from. So yeah.
Skipper looks towards the open archway. Well, should we split up or should we stick together?
I'm always gonna vote for staying together because at least we know where we are at that point.
Yeah, the last thing I want us to do is get split up on a strange alien planet with only one light source.
This isn't the trial. So I would say we could split up because we have our echoes now. So we can communicate.
Yeah.
All right, who's feeling brave?
I am.
Okay.
Fine.
Chomper and me will go this way.
Fine.
Which way?
I look towards the darker tunnel.
Dark tunnel. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I guess.
Okay. Skipper and yeah, good.
Wait a minute. Both of you, stop right now. It's not going to work to follow one or choose one or the other. We have to stick in this together. And I'm going to try to peacekeep right now and bring the band back together.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Kira.
You are very, yeah.
No, you definitely get the sense of Skipper and Milo kind of butting heads a little bit on this. So with that as your focus, make me the roll and then say what you're going to say.
Okay. Milo, you are our captain. We have to trust in you and that you know where you're going. And I mean, I almost said Kira. Skipper, you are one of the most adventurous people I think I've ever met in my life. And I would follow you anywhere just because I know that you're going to figure out the right path. And we might come into some obstacles along the way, but you're quick on your feet and you're going to figure out where to go. I need both of you right here with me. All of you. Okay? We're going to do this together. I'm not splitting up, so we need to make this decision right now. And I'm going to make my roll. Dear goodness. Okay, I did get a 1, which sucks. Can I do anything to, what did we say? We can't change that one, but can I use a
plot point to add a third die to your total?
Yeah.
Instead of just the 2 that it typically takes.
Can I do that?
Do I
have to
Emma, Rebecca, I mean, Bradley and Darrington as well, but I feel like these two are the focus of this argument. If you want to, you can kind of roll against Kira if you want to disagree with her, or you can just kind of let her see what she rolls, and I could give it a difficulty here to see how it affects the group. What do you think? What do you want to do?
Milo agrees with Kira. Like, they should stick together. He just thinks that Skipper's being a brat.
Okay.
And he's just like, fine, do what you want.
I understand what you mean, Kira. I just know that we are running low on time, and so I figured that it would save us time in the long run if we did split up. But you're right, Milo is the captain, and we should do what Milo thinks is best.
Cool.
I feel like that wasn't a compliment.
Yeah. I need you too. I really do. You know how to travel. You know how to read this map. We're not going to be any better without you.
Thank you. Well, let's just get going then. If we're going to stick together, then we better move quickly.
Okay.
Thank you, Kira.
Thank you, Kira.
Okay. Cool. So you all, which way are you sticking together?
I don't know.
Which way does Milo go?
We are going to the archway.
Okay.
Okay.
Good choice.
You turn away from the tunnel and start moving in toward the archway. Yeah, it's large archway. As you go under it, pure darkness. Your dust blade doesn't seem to be catching any walls or ceilings or anything. It must be a massive room. You're not sure where to look or whatnot. Milo, I'm guessing you're leading with your light. You just keep walking until you find something of interest?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna keep walking straight.
Straight in to the middle of
Eventually
the
they'll
room?
have to run into something.
Okay, yeah. You keep walking straight. 2 minutes pass by and nothing yet.
Oh.
Okay, maybe this was a bad idea.
And as you say that, Milo, under your breath a bit, you hear the... Maybe this was a bad idea.
Whoa.
These like reverberations start echoing throughout the room.
Can I use my dinner plate ears to see if maybe I can
Sure.
figure out what exactly the shape of this room is?
Yeah,
based
we'll
off of the
just
echo?
say, yeah, we'll just say with your senses. Don't roll.
Yeah.
The reverberations are coming in a way that it doesn't seem to be bouncing off the walls. It's bouncing off something else. Something that is kind of all over the place.
Is it bouncing or repeating?
Not repeating necessarily. Just, yeah, bouncing would be the correct term, I suppose.
Huh.
Oh,
I'm lost.
Does anybody else do anything?
Yeah.
Is there anything around that we might be able to add? I don't know. I want to see if we can't find another source of light. Is there anything around that we can burn? Is that how that works? I don't know. Just to check to see if there's anything else we can use to navigate where we are in the moment.
I mean, around you right now, there's nothing. I mean,
Yeah,
not
it's
that
just
you can
dark.
see. So,
I could charge the Dustbuster.
yeah.
Yeah.
A second source of light might help. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just a little bit more clarity.
Okay. Should I roll for that or just charge it?
Just charge it. It's fine.
All right. So spinning it gets it to about a 60-watt bulb, I guess.
Okay. Sure.
Cool.
Oh no.
Just kind of lights up a little more, and to the right of you, Chomper, you just see the same string that was used on those tapestries, kind of pulled taut from behind you to front of you. The tip of the light above you also catches more of those strings being pulled, almost like you're in some sort of a mill. No, what do you call that? A weave. No. Something else. I can't think of the word.
loom?
A loom. That's the word. It's like you're in a loom.
Oh, no.
And with that light that lights up a little more mixed with Milo's dust blade, you just see that there's tons and tons of these strings kind of going every which way, all around you. In fact, you kind of turn back the way you came, and there's strings there now too that
Oh no.
were not there. You did not walk through those. And as that happens, you do feel like just a shift in the air, as something large seems to be moving into your little light. And sure enough, you see the long legs of a large spider start moving down in the webs, which you can realize now are webs, kind of moving down. This spider, the width of a school bus.
The
As
width
the
of a
width
school bus.
of a school bus. The body, not the body, the legs themselves are,
Okay.
it's like,
'Cause that's a little better.
a little better. As it slips down, and it is like you're here on the ground. It is above you right here, looking down at you.
Can we run?
And you say that as we'll stop our session there today.
Man.
Ooh. Yikes.
Spoopy.
Oh no.
Woof.
I
Does it say
made a bad
anything,
choice.
Justin?
What?
Or does it say anything, or is it just looking at us?
We'll find out next time.
Oh my
Next week.
gosh.
Guys, maybe it's a nice
Slow.
spider. Maybe
Like
it's a nice old lady spider who just likes to make knitting and stuff.
It's
A
gonna eat
nice
us.
spider that just blocked our exit?
Yeah, that just blocked the exit.
Okay,
Like,
maybe
I
not.
need you to try these cookies.
There's one thing I failed to describe about the spider too is with the shine coming from your dust weapons, a bit of it seems to glisten in a way on the body of the spider,
Oh.
giving off a sort of like, the only way to picture it is like almost like there's constellations on the body of the spider, like a galactic cosmos-esque, like
Oh, that
Wow.
Cosmic
appearance.
spider.
nice.
that
I
kind of
like that.
shines across the body of it.
You got to put that in the manual. When you create
Yeah,
the Zoa
cosmic
source
spider.
book, there
Yeah.
has to be a cosmic spider.
I can't help
sure.
but think like, hello, yes, Stephen King. We have your next
Very
cosmic
bad.
animal. It's a
Yeah.
spider this time instead of a turtle, manta ray, whatever.
Oh boy,
Wow.
good stuff.
Oh my god, I am
Good
like,
That's
ugh.
all.
Good
Oh,
stuff,
no.
Good stuff.
I'm
I
really
made
glad.
a bad choice. I got everyone killed.
No, hey, don't say
So-
that.
We'll
don't
pick
think so.
we'll pick up there next week on Zoa. A few things before we depart for today. Let's see. If you haven't been watching The Contraband, check that out on Friday nights. It is fantastic on this channel. If you weren't able to join us last night for Hot Guys Making Out, it was a blast. Darrington was in it and did amazing. It was very fun. Definitely go watch that on our VODs. Also, this week's Green Room, for those of you who may be joining us for that, typically we do Green Room on Tuesdays. This week and next week, I know it's weird, but we're gonna do a Wednesday night Green Room. Sorry if that throws off anybody at all. Tuesday nights are really bad for me the next couple weeks, and but I wanna still have chat with guests. If you missed last week's green room, Annie and Darrington were on it. It was a blast of a time. Again, you can find that on our VODs. Anyway, green room coming on Wednesday this week, so just know that. And anything else I'm forgetting, friends?
Who are we raiding?
We're gonna raid. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Emma.
I was just gonna say follow and subscribe if you
Follow and
haven't
subscribe
already.
if you haven't already.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the subscriptions given to us today. Kate, Pierre. Who did I forget? Kate and Pierre, I think. Thanks again for the asset sum key. That's gonna be fun to play with.
Yeah.
I love my new couch.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate you. We hope you're having as much fun with this as we are. Shit's about to go sideways, so that's exciting, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, stick around for the raid. Stick around for the raid. We will be doing that momentarily here. And thank you very much. We love you. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.